How you doing? I'm Michael Aguinaldo with Valley Sports Chat, and I know I said we weren't going to make any more videos. We had concentrated on other endeavors and ideas and plans for Valley Sports Chat, but recently there has been some controversy going on in sporting news with Colin Kaepernick, and we're inspired to come out here and discuss it. Well, we're going to start off our week. As you can see, I'm here at Veterans Stadium at Golden Valley High School. Week one for NFL football is going to be an interesting week. You have Colin Kaepernick, who refuses to stand for the National Anthem before playing games. He has created a chain reaction with players refusing to stand. He has expressed his feelings and thoughts about the country, the politicians running for president, and the police rules of engagement. We're here at Golden Valley High School. This is the stomping ground of these young football players who play here, who come to play football, who want to succeed in the sport that they're choosing to play while in high school. They don't get paid to play football here. They come here, they learn, they play, and they try to move on into college. Now, other things happen during week one. There's a lot of things that are going to happen during week one. Well, he's not going to start, as the 49ers agreed to start Blaine Gabbert. Colin Kaepernick's actions have triggered the San Jose Clara and San Jose police to not want to conduct any safety measures during the San Francisco's games. Colin Kaepernick starting, that could be a reaction for the 49ers saying, okay, we respect our relationship with the Santa Clara police, and we're going to need to continue to keep our stadium safe. As you see, this stadium is empty right now. Has no fans, no players, no coaches, no media. The media can open up their word, express their thoughts and feelings, and have certain situations just blow up beyond measure. This is what a football field would look like if everybody was to decide to get on their political thoughts and voice their opinions about certain situations, which they're entitled to. You exercise your freedom of speech, but we are allowed to exercise our freedom of press. Am I for police brutality? No, I'm not for police brutality. For I am a person of color. I have tan skin. I have dark complected children. I have white complected children. Color does not matter to me. But in the eyes of the media, they express that police are targeting colored people, using excessive force, killing them for any reason. Now, we're here at Veterans Stadium at Golden Valley, and we acknowledge everything, and we like to exercise our rights. The police have an ROE, rules of engagement, to follow. Are they following their ROE? I don't think so. Police must get a positive identification of any suspect that is a threat to them. They must get a positive identification of any known substance that's in their hands. Yeah, they put their lives at risk, and we endanger their lives. They feel endangered when they're apprehending a suspect. There have been situations where I've seen on the media where police have not followed their ROE. There was a close situation that hit home, a shooting in Fresno, California, where a young teen got out of the truck. I seen the video. I seen the teen get out of the truck. He had his hand behind his back. I heard the officer tell him to get down. He pulled something out from behind his back. I feel like the officer just followed his ROE. But at the same time, in a lot of people's eyes, they feel that maybe he just shot out of fear for his life. There was another situation where an officer pulls over a young man, and he's in the passenger seat with his girlfriend, and the fellow was an African American. He was reaching out for his identification card, the right to carry arms, and the officer pulls out his weapon and shoots him in cold blood in front of his girlfriend while he's in the passenger seat. The two different scenarios can give you open your eyes to the area of where these tragic police endeavors are happening. The police shooting in Fresno, California, the guy was a white man, a white teen. In the other area, he was an African American. Now, on all this whole Black Lives Matter thing, I understand Black Lives Matter. Brown lives matter. Asian lives matter. Human lives matter. We live in a world where we're destructing ourselves. War, crime. We're using up all our resources, our water. Times are very hard now. And it's, to some people, it's the fear of the second coming of Christ. I'm not here to get religious. I'm not here to voice my political opinion. All I'm saying is that Colin Kaepernick, what you have done is continue the wave of people not pledging their allegiance to the United States flag. I'm not against you, but I'm not for you. You have a right to kneel down and not pledge your allegiance to the United States flag. You have a right to sit there and say, hey, we are under attack through ourselves. We have been through a long roller coaster ride since Donald Trump has voiced his opinion and his thoughts on the Mexican border. I myself am married to a Mexican woman who I took a personal insult for what he had said towards Mexican people. I myself come from a Mexican American heritage. I take it as a personal insult of what he said about Mexican people. Would I be voting for Donald Trump? I will not voice that on this show, but I have a right to vote for who I want for. Hillary Clinton is under investigation for her email frauds. We have two president candidates that are both under the microscope of the eye of the public. Now, is Donald Trump openly racist? I don't know. I don't feel like he is. But he has changed the view of what American people see Mexican people as. I don't agree with the things he said. I feel Mexicans have come from a beautiful culture. They're beautiful people. And they all want to live prosperous lives in tranquility. It's the reason why they come over here. They want to have a better life for their children. And to go about it that way, and for all the things that are happening in America today, it's just adding more fuel to the fire. You're keeping the fire burning. You want to make a change, you change everything from the inside. You have to go inside and make a change. I myself, who served in the United States military and fought in the front lines of Iraq in 2003 and 2004, understand what it's like to overthrow a government. To have people from within want to rebuild. It's a difficult task. It's not going to just happen overnight. You have to put a lot of planning into it. You have to put a lot of sacrifice into it. And what we need to do for ourselves is to change our government, to change people's thinking, to change the police strategy and how they view the American public from inside. There was just another recent shooting of correction officers in Fresno, California. And the individual, the suspect, he wasn't black. He wasn't white. He was of Asian descent. And that goes to just go throw a light back on to the people's eyes that it's not just black and white here in the United States. It's people of all race and creeds and color. I have lost loved ones to gang violence that have been detained and sent to prison. And a lot of us, agree in my family that there was their own wrongdoing. I have children, cousins, family members that come out here and play on this battleground at Veteran Stadium. A stadium that was brought together by the people, for the people. A battleground which people come here in Merced, California to watch their children play football in hopes that they can separate any negative thinking, any negative thoughts, and they can all leave it here in the field. Growing up, I played football. I played for my freshman year, and I was a running back. And everything that was left on this field, and it stayed there. You don't bring it back into your home. You don't bring it back into your families. You stay happy. And that's what sports was to me. And that's why I had taken a pause out after the McGregor-Diaz fight to just concentrate on other things. But Colin Kaepernick has inspired me to want to say something and voice my opinion. And he's right. NFL players, they get caught using steroids. They beat their wives. They rape women. And some of them even murder people. And yet nobody looks down on those players who committed horrible crimes. Colin Kaepernick, he sat during the National Anthem and he kneeled in San Diego. And everybody's talking trash about him. He's not pledging allegiance to the United States flag. You know what? Who cares? That's his freedom of choice. That's what he wants to do by expressing himself, that he's not for all this police brutality. He's not for the presidential candidates who he feels that are destructing this country. You have Donald Trump, who is a media fanatic. You know, he's all over the media. He says the wrong things. I'm concerned. Can he handle international affairs when it comes to international conflict? Will he insult other foreign countries, prime ministers or president or leaders by saying the wrong things, not shaking their hand correctly, not looking them in their eye, not giving them the respect they deserve on their home soil? I'm concerned as an American citizen. I'm concerned for my children's future. Now we're here, like I said, at Veterans Stadium at Golden Valley High School, where everything takes place. You have the media box, you have the stands, and this is a beautiful field. Now, if we don't continue just to strive for peace amongst ourselves and peace, build a relationship with our fellow law enforcement, then this is what your stadium is going to look like. Empty, with nothing but ghosts and memories that you see out there on that field. Golden Valley's 2-0. They just beat a tough team. Merced High School is 1-1. They just defeated a tough team with their backup second string quarterback, because their first string quarterback tore something in his shoulder. These kids move on. These kids continue to want to play, want to fight, complete their goals, get into college, and do something. Are we sending the wrong message out to our children? In some cases, we are. We must continue to motivate our children, continue to inspire them not to give up. They have dreams, they have goals, they have life, they have a soul. If we kill that soul, we kill who we are as people. We must not quit when it gets dark. We must continue on to fight to want to see the light. We want peace. We want tranquility. We want a home. We want a future. All lives matter in every case. And I hope that this message does get across to people and you listen. My opinion may not be the right one. It might not be the wrong one. But we all must need to study, research, continue our education, and let people know that we care about our children's future. If we want to make a change, again, let's change it within. Let's start with our children. Let's have them make a difference. Let them change of what's going on. Cooperate. Make sure that we are following the police officers' instructions. Cooperate with when they pull us over and detain us. We have a right to conversate with them if they're detaining us or if it's a consensual conversation. We don't need to choose. If you may ask questions, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you. We have rights as people, and we must be reminding these officers of our rights as we cooperate and keep our hands shown so they don't use excessive force on us when detaining us or conversating and have a consensual conversation. We must create peace with our law enforcement in order for us to live in peace. There says that officers protect and serve for our peace. Well, we must protect and serve for our own peace as well and cooperate. I'm Michael Arguinaga with Valley Sports Chat, and thanks for listening.